What's up, guys? Today we are going to be doing a mod showcase on Project Zulu. Now, Project Zulu is a mod that adds a bunch of cool new stuff to the overworld, including mobs, potions, and structures, as well as plants and stuff, and let's just jump into it. First off, we are going to showcase just some of the stuff around here. There is palm trees that spawn around the map, normally by water and in the sand. I mean, I think we can actually find some that are naturally spawning, like right over there. Um, and you can get palm wood planks from them that look like this, and they're pretty cool. I mean, you can build like a little beach house with it. Next up, if we set our time to night, uh, you'll see that these are night blooms. So basically, they bloom whenever it's night. I believe they make a small amount of light. I'm not sure if they do. I actually don't think they do that. Let me see if I get a night bloom. Do they make light? I might be wrong about them making light. But let's just go over here. They're pretty common throughout the world, and they're kind of cool. Oh, they make a little bit of light. So I mean, that's a little bit, not like a lot, but you know, they could light up your garden a little bit. Not as effective as torches, but they look pretty cool. And there are also creeper blossoms. So if we set the time set, now basically these, if you walk near them, they'll explode like a creeper. Not too big of an explosion, but could definitely be used as like a trap to defend your house, or something to prank your friends with. Definitely really cool. And then finally we have the Aloha Verde. Now, these, if I set my game to game mode 0, if I mine the one below it, and I'm not sure if it's ready yet, I should be able to get some water drop. No, I wasn't able to get the water droplets. These can do 3 different things though. Number one, I mean, is this one fully grown? It's fully grown enough that I got multiple. But they can do 3 different things, and the 3 things are: number one, they can give you dandelions when they're fully grown, so maybe by the end of the episode they will be. Number 2, they'll spawn tumbleweed, which can be used to get string. And number 3, they'll put water in the plants below them. So if there was water in the block below them, I could mine it and get water droplets, which is basically like a food. It's not a super good food, similar to watermelon, but if I gave myself water droplets, I could eat them. And I'm not sure why I would fill up my hunger bar, but yeah, I think it also, is it using any crafting recipes? No, I do not believe it is. So it's really just a food. It's not a great one, but I guess it's cool to kind of like hold water in your hand. But that is all the plants for this game. And also tumbleweed, which the Aloha Verde spawns, and I don't know, I'll put some around it. Which can be used to get string. I don't know, it sounds like bamboo. Looks like bamboo, but it's tumbleweed. It makes it like the sound that bamboo does. Next up, we have the armor, and in this game, there's a lot of armor. So you get scales from certain mobs. I believe the armadillo drops it, and you can make scale armor basically the same way that you would just make armor. And there are no textures for it, which honestly looks kind of dope. But armor-wise, it's I think it's decent. I think it's around iron. Oh no, it's not that good. But you can upgrade your scale armor. So let's say you're like, I don't want this armor. It's not that good. It looks kind of cool, but it's not that great. Well, if you put the armor in the basic armor formation, and then put gold in the other block, you can make gold scale armor, which is a little bit better and also does not have a texture, sadly. And the same can be done for, do they all not have textures? Iron and diamond. And yeah, they all don't have textures, but I mean, it looks pretty cool in the inventory. And I mean, it's same protection as diamond armor. If you prefer this look, You can always wear the scale armor. As well as there's also a couple of other bits of armor. There is the white cloth, which sadly does not have a crafting recipe. It is not great, but it is just wool that you use to make it. Or not this one. This one does not sadly have a crafting recipe. However, there is the red cloth, which is used with red wool in just armor formations. If this doesn't have it, I don't think any of them have textures, so it's just same amount of armor, but it's good starter armor. It's probably easier to get than leather, though I always just jump straight to iron. I don't know anyone that gets leather. There's also cactus armor, which is used by getting cactus, so another pretty easy armor to get for starter game. And I believe if I slash game mode 0, give myself, or wait, no, I can just give myself a zombie. I believe, well, it'll be hard to tell because they'll be burning as well, so let's go into the shade. You there, bite me. I want to see if this hurts you. No, it does not. Okay, so I thought it had, like, automatic thorns on it. I guess I'm wrong there. But, sadly, none of the armors do have textures. I'll check the final armor. There's also fur armor, which you can get from a lot of bears and stuff like that. And I do not believe this also has a texture. No, they don't have textures. And I don't think this mod's getting updated anytime soon, so it might stay textureless. But you use it with fur pelts. And then we can get to the mobs, and this game, or this mod adds a lot of mobs. So we can get to them right now. And the first mob we're going to showcase is the armadillo. These spawn, I believe in, like, the red sand biomes. And they'll roll around. They drop their scales, I believe. Also, a lot of mobs drop scrap meat. They're friendly, but I believe they will attack you if you attack them. I'm not sure about that. Next up, there's the sandworm. Now, these will be found normally a lot of times underground, like blending in. If you saw one naturally, yeah, like that, blending into the sand, and these will attack you. And did you drop anything? And these will attack you, sort of like traps, and they're found in the sand, of course. Next up, we have the lizard. These things, I forgot. Do these attack you? I think they might. I wish I had that mod that showed like damage indicators. I should probably put that. But these spawn all around, and I believe they drop their tongues, if I am correct. They drop something lizard related. Maybe not. But these spawn around the map. And next up we have the mummies, and these spawn in pyramids in the desert, and they are not friendly. And we will get to the mummy pharaoh, which has a spawn egg, but you know what, actually we'll spawn him the way that you would do it in survival. So next up we have the vulture. These spawn in the wild, and they fly around. They're flying mobs, pretty cool looking. Next up we have the tree ent, and I never met one of these guys. I don't know if they maybe like spawn by like forest biomes, but I had this mod in my survival, and I never saw one of these guys. I believe they are hostile. It looks hostile. Like if I switch my game mode to game mode 0. Hey, you cool? You cool? No, he's cool with me. What if I hit him? Oh my god, no, he doesn't like me. He doesn't like me. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, wait. Alright. I'm sorry for attacking you. This is just teaching me to respect nature. Okay. Next up we have the mammoth. This thing's cool. These spawn in snow biomes. And look at this dude. I believe he drops fur pelts as well, so if you want to make that fur armor. Next up we have the fox. So Mojang just kind of stole from them. And I believe you can tame them. So if I get my bones. I'm not sure if you tame them with bones, but... Here, sit. How do you tame you? Is it meat? in Minecraft it's berries, but I don't think there's berries in this mod. Yeah, there's no berries. I thought they could be tamed. Maybe they can't. Next up, we got... What else do we got in this mod? The boar. And the boars are pretty common. Sort of like a pig. I believe they drop meat. No, they just drop scrap meat. But they're pretty common. I believe they might be neutral, unlike pigs. So if you attack them, they'll attack you. Next up we have the mimic. Now these, basically, you'll find in dungeons, and you'd open it, and then it'd start attacking you. These are not friendly. It's like a trap. Oh my god, the boar's annoying. Okay, next up we have the alligator. And this is gonna fight this? We got a mob battle on our hand? And these actually, I do believe, drop something. These are hostile, I believe. And they will drop alligator gills, which are used in some crafting recipes, I believe, for potions. Next up, we have the frog. Again, something that Minecraft later added. Look at this dude. And they'll hop around. I believe they're found in swamp biomes. And do they also drop gills? Yeah, they also drop gills. Next up, we have the penguin. I remember you guys. And they'll spawn in snow biomes, duh. And look at this dude. I remember they spawned a bunch of them by the Ice Queen's castle in the modded series. Next up, we have the beaver. These are found, I believe, in forest biomes. I believe they also might drop their fur pelts. And let me set my time today. Set day. But pretty cool. I call the tail flaps around. Next up we have the black bear and the brown bear. Okay, so the brown bear is way... Is that just a baby, or is that... No, it's just way smaller. These will drop fur. And roam around the map. These are actually hostile, if I am correct. I know there was some bear that was hostile. Actually, I think they might be neutral. I forgot. I remember there were a bunch of bears spawning around my map. But actually, those might have been from lots of mobs. Next up, we have the ostrich, and there are actually some spawning naturally around here earlier. These spawn naturally. They are neutral, and they spawn in desert biomes. And I believe they drop ostrich feathers, or no, they just drop meat. Next up, we have the rhino. These will drop rhino horns. There's a, or no, maybe they don't. There's not a rhino. I thought there. Maybe I'm confusing with the last mob. Also, there's a bunch of heads. They don't have textures, so I'm just not gonna show them. These spawn in desert biomes and I believe savanna biomes. And look at this dude, pretty cool. Next we have rabbits. I'm pretty sure rabbits are actually in this version, so I don't know why they were added, but they'll spawn around. I think you can get. No, you can't get anything from them, so they're not that useful. As well as the red finch. I like how all the Minecraft birds use the same stock thing. I believe the Twilight Forest mod also uses this. There's green finches, blue finches. Next up we have gorillas. Oh my god, it's Harambe. Oh my god, it's Harambe. No, 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 he's gonna die again, no! We gotta protect Harambe. Oh my god, oh my... Harambe, don't die. So, that's pretty cool. You can make a zoo. You can have Harambe. Rest in peace, Harambe. Next up we have giraffes. Giraffes spawn in the desert and the savanna biomes. Pretty cool. Oh, look at this dude. Look at this dude. The giraffe model's a little bit weird, but I think it's cool. Look at this dude. And then we also have elephants, who also spawn in the... And look how big they are. I like the elephant models that they use. They spawn in the desert and savanna biomes, and I believe there might be elephant tusks they drop. Elephant... No, they don't. So, no, elephant, don't die. And they spawn around. I really like the models they have. So it's just cool they add like life to the world or new stuff that's not in regular Minecraft. Let's get to... Then we got a bunch of different horses. So we can just spawn them all quickly. They are literally floating. They're using the force right now. A bunch of different color horses. And oh my god, they are being very annoying with their sound. Next up we have the eagle. America. This patriotic eagle makes you want to download a gun mod and a burger mod. That's how patriotic this eagle makes me feel. Oh, I don't know why they're floating. Is it because they're babies? Like, the model's floating a little, but I think regular horses were in this version, so maybe this just gives you the option to spawn them regularly. Next up we have the pelican. These are more flying creatures. I believe they spawn by the ocean. Next up we have the minotaur. This is spawned in one of the structures, and you, I believe, are hostile mode. Oh yeah, he doesn't like me. What are you gonna drop? Fur pelt, so not really worth it. But next up we have hornbill. These are more flying creatures. They spawn in the sky. Haunted armor, which I believe these spawn in the graveyards, which we will get to later, as sort of like a trap. And they are hostile. Oh my, he's chunky. Drops some of his armor. Next up we have the centipede. Looks nothing like a up there. Now he looks like a centipede. Really big for a centipede. And next up we have the yellowfinch. I guess I didn't show him earlier. The goat. Again, I think another thing that Minecraft has added sense. So these guys are just way ahead of their time. As well as we have ducks. Oh my god, it's the same sound that I think PewDiePie's game uses for ducks. My god, everyone's just using the same stock sound effects. Then we finally have a couple more things. We have the bone warrior, or the deer. These are spawned in the wild. They're just deer. Oh my god, no, it's gonna die. Wait. You're safe now. The bone warrior, these burn in the day. They'll spawn in the desert. With their axes. But yeah, they burn during the day. Fish. I think it'd be cruel to spawn it here. So let's just spawn in the water. The fish, it's just a fish. What more can we say? The ripper fin, which is just a fish, but that will attack you. As well as this mod adds spawn eggs for... Can they not survive on this desert? This mod adds spawn eggs for iron golem and snow golem. Is it because he was on sand that it killed him? I think, yeah, it was because he was on sand. I didn't know. I didn't remember that they couldn't live on sand. Oh. I mean, that makes sense. It'd melt during the day. Okay, next up, we have a couple more things that I'm going to showcase. First off, there's some structures. We'll get to those last. There is the block of jasper and torches. So this is how you spawn the mummy. You'll get the block of jasper in, you'll get the block of jasper in the, pyramid, and this is how you spawn it. You place it like... Okay, I'm dumb. Right. Oh, wait, no, I'm right. Okay. So this is how it spawns, and it will do this little thing, make a pyramid. If you put it in this order. See, I still got it. I got the memory. And it'll start spawning. And this is the only boss in this mod. But it's a... Oh, the mammoth died. Well, I guess they're going extinct again. And once the final block is placed, there will be an explosion. Yeah, or maybe not. And the pharaoh spawn. And basically, the pharaoh spawns some mummies. It'll fight. It's a boss fight. And when you kill it, you get the Ankh. Which I guess I have one in my chest, so I can just go get that. And the Ankh is a weapon that... The Ankh does damage to you. So / game mode 0 does damage to you. However, when you right click it, it fires one of those in the air and then comes back down. I thought it does a little bit of damage to you. Am I wrong? Okay, maybe I'm wrong on that, but It's a kind of cool attack. I don't know how useful it is. It looks cool in the trophy room. Useful wise, it takes a while to come down, and it would attack you too. And if you're in indoors, it would like hit the ceiling. So how useful it is in a fight? Maybe if someone's like following you, and like you shoot it up and then it hits them, it could have some cool uses. But usefulness wise, I don't know. There's also scrap meat, raw mutton, and cooked mutton. I believe you get mutton from sheep. Scrap meat is dropped from a lot of things. You can just cook the mutton. As well as, finally, what these things are stuck in, quicksand. So, looks a little bit different than regular sand, I think. And it can sink you. I can fly because I'm in creative. But if I was in survival, I'd have to, like, break it. Finally, there is the potions that this adds. So, we can do all these. So first off, let's say I was in Slowfall Potion, which is something that Minecraft later added. If I was in, this should make it so I don't take, okay, it did not make it so I didn't take damage. I guess I was wrong there. Okay, but you know, this gives me a great opportunity to showcase something. Gravestones. This mod adds gravestones to mark the player's passing, as well as you can craft them on your own. I believe the slow fall potion would make it so I fall slowly. Maybe it only works from a certain height, or maybe it wasn't a high enough strength, which we'll get to that later. There is a couple other potions that we can test. Slash time set day. There is the curse potion. So if I was in, I could drink the curse potion and it would give me a curse. So I have a curse, but let's say I don't want a curse. I can drink the cleansing potion and maybe it doesn't cleanse curses. Okay, let me drink a poison potion. Poison. And let me drink a cleansing. So the cleansing potion will cleanse you of bad stuff. So if I drink this... Okay, bro, it doesn't do anything. Oh, there it goes. It cleansed me of my poison. So it's like a... sort of like milk. Next up we have the thorn potion. So if I was to get... zombie, and it was to attack me, it hurts him. So sort of like thorns, but it's a potion. So pretty useful. Next up we have the resistance potion. So yeah, attack me. I mean, he's not dealing as much damage. He's still dealing a little bit of damage, and I'm burning to death, but not as much. Next up we have the jump boost potion. Having me jump a little bit higher. And there's the fatigue potion. And that gives me mining fatigue. I don't think I have mining fatigue. I'm mining this decently fast. There is the haste potion. So, I guess that... which is the opposite of the mining fatigue potion. And... there is... let me get some food. Yeah, I'll eat some modded food. The incendiary potion. So let me use my favorite test subject. Villagers. I can throw this, and it will burn them all. Sort of like a fire grenade. But, all these potions, they seem kind of weak. Well, that's what I am wanting to tell you about. So, in this mod... let me get myself a bauble. And I'm not going to go through all this. There's a bunch of potions. I mean, actually, you know what? We can go into game mode 1. There are so many versions and things. So I'll link the wiki down below. And you can check that out. But I'll basically give you the basics. Let's say I want a slow fall potion. Okay, well, it's not that powerful right now. You can get a brewing stand, or if you want to do 3 at a time, another brewing stand, and do stuff with it. So, I give it a bauble, it turns it from power 1 all the way to, we'll see when it's done. And baubles can be crafted or also found in dungeons. If you look at bauble, what's the recipe for it? Glowstone surrounding nether wart. So, this turns it into a power 3 one. So, if I was to drink this now, it'd be more powerful. But there's other things you can do. Let's say I want my slow fall potion to be prolonged. I could give it redstone, which I believe prolongs it, but there are two things, glowstone and redstone, and one of them makes things stronger and one of them makes it longer, and it will subtract it from the other. And baubles can upgrade the level, and there's a bunch of different combinations, so I'll link that all in the wiki down below, as well as a lot of mob drops dealing with potions. But now this makes it power 4, so that made it stronger, but it made it a little bit shorter. So it's a really complex potion thing. Finally, the final thing I'm gonna showcase is the 5 locations from this mod. And the first location that I'm gonna showcase is the cathedral. There it is. Pretty big. I don't believe there's much in this. Let me get some torches out. Actually, I believe this is where maybe the haunted armor or no, that's in the other thing. There's not much in it. I don't see any loot or anything. I don't think I ever ran into one of these in the wild, unlike a lot of the other locations, but it's pretty cool. I don't know if you want to make this your base. Pretty cool. Next up, we have the cemetery. Now, these are pretty common, and you'll find these, and there'll be ghosts, and then there'll be these haunted armor sets, and some of them are suffocating. But basically, it's kind of like a trap. You'll come in, you'll look at the cemetery, and then all of a sudden, poof, a haunted armor set's there. So it's pretty cool. Next up, we have the Oasis. Makes sense in the desert theme. This is just small little pools of water with a palm tree on it. You know, a nice little place in the middle of the desert. Next up, we have the Labyrinth. Here, we'll do it like right over here, so I can save room for the pyramid. Is it big? Is that why it's not loading? And these are the underground ones that there's a lot of mimics down here. There's shiny baubles that you can find. There's more haunted armor. And there's some loot down here. You can find a lot of stuff. Minotaurs are down here. But look, there's like loot, so it's decent loot. You can get shiny baubles, some iron, saddles. Cool little dungeon. That one's a mimic. And you'll find these across the map. And I dug right into the cathedral. And then finally, the coolest in my opinion, location is the pyramid. So we'll make some room for this. And these spawn in the desert. And hey, they didn't die from the fire. And oh, I'm so sorry, dear. And basically, you'll see there's mummy spawners that you have to break. There's loot, name tag, shiny baubles. A lot of times there's other modded loots in these. There's mimics. Oh, the deer's okay, good. And basically, you'll look here for the Jasper block, and then you can summon the mummy. Overall, I think this mod's really cool. If you're playing 1.710, or I believe it's also in like 1.64, it's a pretty old mod. If you're playing that, I'd recommend downloading it. It has a lot of cool stuff to the overworld. But if you like this video, smash like and subscribe. Comment down below what games you want to see me play. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.